I'm finna shine. Got the money in the bank like it's intertwined. Flow too real, hit 'em with a rhythm rhyme. Tim song.
What's up, YouTube? Welcome back. So pretty much as you guys seen on the last video, prepped the Domani to pretty much take it on its longest drive that we'll be taking it onto, and that is to Bakersfield, California. It's about 250 miles going one way, another 250 miles coming back the other way. And there is some pretty steep inclines as far as, you know, the grapevine, and hopefully we make it back on time and make it back smoothly with no issues. And I think this car will pretty much handle that and come back with no issues. So I'm not exactly sure what else we're going to get into in this video, but you guys will be able to see the car that we pick up for my friend in Japan. And so pretty much let's just get finished getting ready and let's just head out the door, because I want to try to get over there as fast as possible and get back. So let's get to it. What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. So pretty much as you guys seen on the last clip, we made our way down to Bakersfield, California and picked up a Mindori EK hatchback. Unfortunately, car is not mine. It belongs to a friend of mine. I just did him the favor as he lives in Japan. He's from Japan, and so pretty much this car will be going back to Japan. But I gotta say, the Domani did absolutely great. I know it's not a lot of miles on it, or everybody may say that's little miles. People do longer miles, longer trips. Good for you guys. But at the end of the day, this is the farthest I've ever taken this Domani since I've owned it. I've taken it to San Diego, which is about 120 miles, and it always does amazing. But this car absolutely drives fantastic. But at the end of the day, we only had one issue, I guess you can really say, and that was the window motor on the driver's side, since it is right-hand drive passenger side of the US, gave out on me. So, but thank God the car has AC, and even going up the grapevine, coming down the grapevine, driving around the heat on the way back, it gave me zero issues as far as overheating or anything. But as you guys seen, we did pick up that Mindori green EK. Now my garage and my driveway really looks like a goddamn Honda house. But I'm extremely stoked that my friend was actually able to pick this up, and it's going to be going into good hands in Japan. But again, Domani did amazing, and I give it the check of approval. But at the end of the day, I also got a phone call on Friday, and that was from a company that I had ordered some parts from. So pretty much let's just make our way down there and pick up those parts and get them paid for, so we can bring them back and get them installed into the vehicle. So follow along, and hopefully you guys like what we get into and the progress that we can start making on the EK Sedan.
Flow too real, hit 'em with a rhythm rhyme. Tim song, cause it's cold in the wintertime. I'm a boss, yeah, you know that I'm finna shine. Got the money in the bank like it's intertwined. Flow too real, hit 'em with a rhythm rhyme. Tim song, cause it's cold in the wintertime. I'm a boss, yeah, you know that I'm finna shine. Got the money in the bank like it's
Buddy Club, we're here. Tell me you love Hondas without telling me you love Hondas. But no, guys, welcome back. It's pretty much made our way down to Ontario, California, and we picked up the seats that I had ordered. Buddy Club P1, along with the hardware, mounting brackets, seat brackets, and everything. So now these seats will be the ones going in to the all-wheel drive EK Sedan once we can pretty much get it rolling. I am gonna assemble everything now and pretty much throw everything in there, but it's gonna take a little bit, so just follow along and stay tuned. I'd probably be using EF Statics saying cut away from your stuff, not towards yourself, if I had a damn blade, but I don't have one, so I use my screwdriver. But yeah, guys, this is it. These are the seats that will be going into soon to be, hopefully, fully converted all-wheel drive EK Sedan. So we'll be installing these in a couple of days. I'll record that for you guys, but what can you guys say? I think these are gonna flow very good with the car itself, especially the whole black interior. The back seats will be getting done in black also. So with that being said, you know, pretty much the whole interior will be pretty much brand new. But I'm really stoked to actually have my seats now, so that way I could try to get them in. So that way they're installed pretty much. I will pull them out after, once the car's gonna get painted, but meanwhile, they'll just sit in the car, and that way I can start working on some of the interior process. So guys, pretty much let's just get to removing the seats. I took out one of them already, which is the passenger side. Took it out. It's old, filthy, and pretty much I just really want to get started on this. So I'm gonna put you guys on a time lapse, pretty much installing this seat and getting it pretty much mounted in place. So hopefully, sorry for the background, but let's just pretty much just get cracking on this.
In the bank like it's intertwined. Flow too real, hit him with a rhythm rhyme. Tim song, cause it's cold in the wintertime. I'm a boss, yeah, you know, then I'm finna shine. Got the money in the bank like it's intertwined.
So guys, as you guys can see, I mounted it up. Sorry I skipped a little bit of the process of getting it, as it was kind of a pain in the ass to do it by myself. But as you can see, I scratched it up a little bit, but I'm okay with that. I'm still gonna be adjusting the reclinability of it, because this is just way too much. As you guys can see, it's pretty much just reclining all the way back. I'm okay with it, but for track uses, I won't be pretty much doing that. So I'm probably gonna be scooting it down a little bit more for the front to recline forward. So let's just pretty much get that fixed, and then let's get this installed into the car. What's up guys? So pretty much, sorry about that. My camera died and I had to switch over to my GoPro. So I adjusted the seat, which is the passenger side, and I gotta say, I love the way the seat's coming out, the way it looks inside the car. I can't wait to get the rear seats pretty much matched with the same kind of material and stitching, and also door panels. But for now, this is what the seat looks like inside the car. I did adjust the front angle of the seat. So this is the way pretty much the seat will stay for now. I'm probably gonna adjust the pitch in the back, but for now this is the passenger seat, so I think we'll be okay. I may leave the driver's seat like that because I kind of like to sit like with the gangster lean and not so full up. But at the end of the day, we'll make that decision when it comes down. I can always adjust it later on. But I'm pretty much just gonna go ahead and get started on the driver's seat now, and pretty much just get it assembled so we can get it into the car. I'm going to be covering them up once I get them installed, so that no real dust or anything like that gets on them. Just want to try to protect it as much as possible still. But let's just go ahead and finish this one up and get it installed. Guys, seats are now in. Still got to source the buckles, which I'll be grabbing either at the junkyard, grabbing another set, another pair. So hopefully we can get that pretty much settled. What I'm going to do now is just pretty much cover the seats now, because as you guys know, I'm still doing body work in the engine bay and stuff. But I wanted to get the seats out of this big old box, because in my garage I really don't have any room for it. And plus, with the EK having to be coming in the Mindori green one, I'm not going to have any space. So pretty much I would rather get them out and get them in here. I'm going to clean up the interior a little bit so that it's more presentable. Meanwhile, it doesn't look so cluttered, but loving the way the seat's coming out. And I'm going to try to get the S2000 cluster in, and along with the steering wheel, and see what else we can pretty much get done on this video. What's up guys, welcome back. So unfortunately, been hold on the project a little bit. My truck recently just pretty much gave me some problems with the brakes and the rotors, and I've had issues with it before, but I've just never really dealt with it. Or I've just dealt with it and I've never really given the attention that it needs. So unfortunately now we're gonna be working on fucking, I guess, Snow White. So hopefully we can get this pretty much done. I got new rotors and I got new brakes. I also think the wheel bearing on this side is going out. So pretty much, let me just go ahead and get this truck fixed, because this is what I use on a daily, going back and forth, and I need my truck back. So hopefully you guys like this. If you guys don't, sorry to switch it up, but unfortunately I just really want to throw some more content.
Too real, hit him with a rhythm rhyme. Tim song, cause it's cold in the wintertime. I'm a boss, yeah, you know, then I'm finna shine. Got the money in the bank like it's intertwined. Flow too real, hit him with a rhythm rhyme. Tim song, cause it's cold in the wintertime. I'm a boss, yeah, you know, then I'm finna shine. Got the money in the bank like it's intertwined. finna shine. Got the money in the bank like it's intertwined.
Welcome back, guys. So pretty much brakes now and rotors are done on both sides. Now it's pretty much just doing the oil change to this truck, getting that taken care of, make sure my brakes are still good, push them down, make sure they're holding compression and the brakes and the calipers, and then pretty much just continue. I got an oil change to do to it. I was going to replace the hub bearings and the hubs because one of them is going out, but unfortunately they gave me the wrong ones. So we'll have to do that another day. But at least this way, it's still drivable and everything else. So we're just gonna try to get as much done as possible now, just because it's only the driver's side hub that needs to be replaced, but I want to replace both of them. So let's see if we can get those installed within this video. If not, you know, I'll just do it off camera, which isn't an issue. So let's just get this done. But pretty much, as you've seen, brakes are done on this side. New rotors, new brakes. So now let's just put the tire back on and get it back on the floor and then do the oil change. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So pretty much, as you guys seen on the last clip, we managed to do some much needed maintenance on my truck. I replaced the brakes, rotors, along with the oil change, and I was actually supposed to replace the hub bearing on the driver's side, but unfortunately they gave me the wrong one. They gave me a 6-lug instead of a 5-lug, which is what I need. But it's all right though. We returned it and pretty much ordered new ones, and that should arrive within this week. Hopefully within this next week we should be able to put some more work on to the EK sedan. But as you guys did see, we did manage to pretty much pick up the EK Midori hatchback, which I'll show you guys right now, and we also picked up the Buddy Club seats that we actually got fully installed into the car now. So those are fully installed, and hopefully on the next video we can get the S2000 cluster and along with the steering wheel and pretty much start concentrating back onto the front of the car again. I really want to kind of concentrate on the radiator tuck and the intercooler. I have a feeling that the intercooler is going to interfere with the tucked radiator once we put the bumper skin back on, and that's something that I'm trying to avoid. I want to try to keep this tucked radiator, as I think it'll cool down the car a lot more than the half-size radiator if we have to switch it over to. But if we have to go that route, we'll go that route, and I'll just end up selling this one. But we'll see how far along we can get and pretty much determine if it's going to interfere or not, because I want to try to keep the grill on the bumper as much as possible. I do not want to cut it, and that's something that I will not really give up on doing. I do not want to cut my grill. So hopefully also on this next video we'll be able to start getting into a little bit of the wiring system, getting that pretty much delumed, and then take out all the sensors and plugs that we won't be needing and clean it up and give it a new loom once again, and pretty much just start the tucked process of the harness. I also want to try to see if we can get into the brake system. I know I prolonged it and I know I've said it over and over again, but I really want to concentrate on that. So we will start the process of mocking everything back up once again. Brake booster, master cylinder, the clutch master. We'll get everything mocked up so we can create the new lines to go to the shock towers, and that way we can pretty much do a whole brake tuck on it. We'll give it a much better look than what it had before. I was going to run the steel braided lines from the front to the back, but unfortunately I just really changed my mind after really looking on the underneath and seeing how many clamps that I would have to use to fully secure it, and that's just something I really don't want to do anymore. So I've switched it up again, and I've decided just to do hard lines. So again, guys, I think with that being said, I think this is where we are going to call this video, as pretty much the light has gone down, and I really want to get a video up for you guys. So hopefully you guys like the progress. I know it's not a lot of progress, but progress is progress, and I'm trying to maintain as much progress as possibly. But unfortunately, it looks like things just keep popping up and taking over my time. But with that being said, guys, we'll catch you guys on the next video. Till next time.
Too real, hit him with a rhythm rhyme. Tim song, cause it's cold in the wintertime. I'm a boss, yeah, you know that I'm finna shine. Got the money in the bank like it's intertwined. Flow too real, hit him with a rhythm rhyme. Tim song, cause it's cold in the wintertime.